Morning, boys and girls.
Welcome everybody. Here we are at another Wednesday Facebook Live with a special guest star.
Yes, I'm the new Johnny Mercado.
Special guest star. Johnny's on vacation this week, so he's not available, and we've got none other than Joe Ternulo, JT, here subbing in for him. Joe, you're a little bit of like a Facebook famous kind of guy.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody run into you recently?
Yes, I was actually wearing a Go Fast hoodie on, I believe it was Sunday, and someone said, "You work for Go Fast?" I said, "I do," and they said, "You're always on camera, whether it's on the lives, getting made fun of, keep the content rolling." So I kind of made that mark now.
Yeah. I mean, I think you were famous for the hoses.
Yes.
The hose purchase.
Yes, that's what kind of got my fame going.
That's what got
See?
the fame going.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason. Look at that.
Excellent. So we're lucky to have Joe with us. Like we said, John's on vacation. Johnny, we miss you. Have a great time.
Yes, for sure.
Rest up. We need you to come back, buddy, and come back with your hit the ground running because we need your help. We got a lot of housekeeping to get done here, so let's get right through to it. The first thing that we have going on is Sony deals. Sony deals for October. So there's a ton of Sony deals, guys. You got to call your Go Fast sales rep. I've got looking at the Sony deals here. I know that of the items that are on sale for the month of October, the 6.5s are already sold out. Yes. We blew through all the 6.5s. More are coming in, guys. I don't know if they'll be in time. They'll get here for the end of the month. Joe probably have some more insight on that, but definitely you want to get with your Go Fast sales rep because the Sony deals are hot. They're
rolling. Yeah.
Joe loves it when I say hot. Yeah. They are rolling, and like I said, we're already sold out on 6.5, so get your stuff as soon as you can. Get it while they're hot. At the same time, Sony's running an ES promo. So ES dealers, if you're an ES dealer, get a hold of some of these promos. Almost every amplifier is on promo, and the 9500, right? The big daddy, the floating screen unit. So get a hold of your Go Fast sales rep. You certainly want to get in on some of these deals. Joe, what else do we got going on? We got a whole bunch of guys going on.
We do, and the biggest thing I wanted to mention was, on last week's live stream, me and Johnny talked about promos. This is, like you said, call your sales rep, get some info, because these promos are out there for a reason. You want to take advantage of them, get in front of it, get it while it's hot, as you would say. So Sony promos are rolling. Call your Go Fast sales rep for some more information, and that'll carry us right through the end of October.
But certainly, this is the time of the year when it starts to get a little cold. We get to that Q4, right? The fourth quarter, we've got certainly remote start season. We're going to talk a little bit about remote start season here today. The holidays, right? Black Friday is coming quicker than you can imagine. So the holiday is Black Friday, and then, of course, into the Christmas season. So there's a lot of sales to be made. A lot of guys make their year, right here in Q4. So GoFast has got you covered. We've got deals from Sony. We are running deals from Alpine. So for those of you guys that came to MX24, Alpine had some deep deals. Well, guess what? Through MX24, after we ran our reports, they came back to us and said, run it again. So they've got some deals that are from our MX24. For those of you guys that attended, you know that those deals were super deep. So you definitely want to get with your Go Fast sales rep. If you're a direct, get with your Go Fast sales rep. If you're an SRP, get with your Go Fast sales rep. But if you're neither a direct or an SRP, call Go Fast. You might want to talk about becoming an SRP dealer.
Get it at Go Fast.
Get it at Go Fast, right? Alpine's one of those brands, Joe. Alpine's been around since when you were still like wetting your jeans or in your diaper or some other colloquialism when you were young. But Alpine's when I was a kid, Alpine was the brand to have. You wanted to have an Alpine unit in your car because it had all the different the green cube buttons. It was the hottest radio out there.
When you were a kid, that must have been a while ago.
Yeah, it was a covered wagon. I was
horse and buggies, eh?
That's my first radio with a covered wagon.
Yeah, very good.
Nice, right? You also want to take a look at the Alpine special sheet. I am actually reading from the Alpine special sheet. The ILX W770, the new unit from Alpine. There is a special pre-order sale that you can get in on these units. This unit is going to be similar to the 670, but the next step up, Maestro compatible. This is a unit you guys definitely want to take a look at. Call your Go Fast sales rep. He still has this deal available for you. You got to give them a holler if you're an SRP or a direct. So you guys want to get on that as soon as possible. Next on the promo list is our buddies from JVC. JVC has some crazy deals. And we're talking about, we don't typically use dollar figures when we're here on the live streams, but Joe, you can as you look at some of these specials, you can see that these are tremendous deals.
Yep, these are pretty aggressive. So yeah, definitely get in front of it while it's going on.
Absolutely. We even have the entry level, the 590 KWM 590, which is fairly new, and that's that unit that everyone wants. Is the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto piece, entry level 7-inch screen, short chassis. Johnny did a whole unboxing here a couple of weeks ago on that unit. That unit is on sale, and typically new units don't go on sale, so you guys want to get a hold of your Go Fast sales rep, or even log on to www.gofst.com. If you don't have access to a website, you definitely want to get access to it. You could dial that up right up, go to your JVC specials, and see what your pricing is right now as you're sitting there watching the live stream, or if you're watching it later. You can still go to www.gofst.com, check your pricing. We've got some crazy deals.
It ain't
on
going
JVC.
away, and we're not going away.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
The last on the specials is a brand that we typically don't have on special, and that's Linkswell. Yep. Linkswell has a great special. There's a 10% off Linkswell special for units that we have in stock. And Joe, most Linkswell units they have that dealer price in the $1,600, $1,300. Right, so when you talk about a 10% special, let's see if we can use that $50,000 of schooling that Dad paid for. If you've got a $1,600 radio and you've got 10% discount, how much discount do you have, Joe?
$160, right?
Look at that. Joe went to school for all those years. He's absolutely able to do a 10% discount off of. That's awesome.
Yes. And Linkswell's been, fairly new brand to Go Fast, and we want to thank them for attending the show this year. I saw some dealers go over to their booth, and it was kind of some great interactions were going on. I know every time I went to kind of talk to the Linkswell rep, he was busy, so. That's good. So thank you, Linkswell, for supporting us, and we want to support you back, and hopefully you guys take advantage of this 10% off promo.
Absolutely. Shout out to Ira Gold.
Yep.
Ira spent the entire day at Mobile Expo 2024. His booth was busy, like you said, almost the entire time.
Yep.
He had a great little demo unit to show folks what the unit looks like, how it works. I drove the Linkswell demo truck for about we had it here at Middletown for about a month, and I went out with 2 or 3 days with the sales reps, and the unit is impressive.
Yeah.
It's impressive. It's huge. It's got a ton of features. Driving, especially at the beginning, was almost dangerous because there's so much to see that you kept looking over to it. But once you got the hang of it, it's impressive, and I love the map feature on Linkswell. When I especially, when you get to my age, Joe, and you don't know where anything is, and you use the map feature, it's just this giant map that comes up, and you're able to plot and see where you're at. So, guys, take advantage of that Linkswell promo. It's a 10% promo. Call your Go Fast sales rep. It's for units that we have in stock, and we've got a bunch of them in stock. So call your Go Fast sales rep. See about getting one of the Linkswell units on discount and make that extra money as we go into that holiday season.
And I drove the Linkswell truck, too, but I went to go get gas for you.
You went to get gas?
I went to go get gas. I went to go fill the truck back up with gas. I was playing with like a little kid, just hitting the button to see what they do.
Right, just touching stuff.
Yeah, very interesting piece. So, definitely, guys, take advantage of that. Call your sales rep for more info.
The next thing that we got going on is this is actually a promo from the manufacturer. First Tech is running a promo on the XC LTE. So if you buy an XC LTE through whether you're a direct or now, as you're going to find out, if you're buying through distribution, if you buy an XC LTE, right now, First Tech has a promotion where they will get you a free XC RC1. That's the rear camera. So that is, I'm trying to remember what the cost is on that piece, Joe. Dealer cost, I believe it's a little bit, it's under $100.
Yep.
But still, it's an add-on piece that you typically would buy or pay for your customer who would purchase. So you can go ahead and give your customer a great deal, or you're able to maybe make that extra money on certainly on the installation. But it's a national program. First Tech is running it out, guys. If you're not a direct First Tech dealer, and you figure, geez, I don't have access to this promo that I heard about that directs do. Guess what? You guys have access to that same exact promo through GoFast. So guess what, Joe? You get it at GoFast.
Buy it at GoFast. Get it at GoFast.
Get it at GoFast.
All the above with GoFast.
Right. So definitely get a hold of your GoFast sales rep. We have the units in stock. Those are, I'm assuming, with this promo being so lucrative, you'll probably run out of those rear cameras sooner rather than later. Guys, call your GoFast sales rep. We've got them now. You want to get them before we run out. This will be, I believe, runs through the end of the month or while supplies last.
Right through
we've got more coming. Yep. So that's kind of gets all of the promos out of the way. We do have another offer. Joe, did you get a chance to, at Mobile Expo 2024, did you get a chance to see the Sandler Peak Sales Performance Training?
I did. I popped my head in there, and I was given, for those of you who did the Evency app. Thank you to all you who did. I was in there, handing out the QR code right before the training started. Checking, make sure the projector was working. Everything was, everything was lining up, and that room was packed.
It was packed. Yep. There were people standing on it. So if you guys didn't get a chance to go to Sturbridge, they have one room that's set up like a university's room, right? Yep. And that's stadium style. Seating, and it must have held, I believe would hold 85 people comfortably. Well, there were people standing up on the walls because there were more than 85 people in there, and it was standing room only in this training. The training ran almost 2 hours long, and that was kind of when I interviewed with the folks from Sandler Peak Sales Performance. They said, geez, an hour is just not enough to get all the content we want to share. They said, can you do a little more? So we gave them actually 2 hours, and they probably filled up almost all of it, right? Maybe an hour and 45 minutes, and had that last 15 minute for Q&A.
And there wasn't people walking out after
Nobody
an hour
walked
either.
out. Yep. Nobody walked out. Everybody sat through it. It was. I've just started to get some of the feedback from vendors, from attendees, and that was a big hit. A lot of guys really appreciated the opportunity. Certainly, we at every training or every show we do, we have trainings from the vendors, and you learn about specific products. But to actually just learn about the art of sales, what are some key practices that you can implement right away with your sales team or your installers who happen to sometimes install businesses double as a sales guy. The owner sometimes doubles as a sales guy at the front counter. It was just good information to have, not necessarily industry specific, but on just best practices for sales training. And the offer that the folks from Sandler Peak Sales Performance gave us was, for any of the attendees who attended their training at Mobile Expo, they have a free follow-up seminar, and they're running one today. So if we've done this right, there's a QR code somewhere on the screen. If not, there'll definitely be a link in the show notes that will point you. Look, I can see that the QR code is there. That's what that QR code will take you through. There's a training today, a follow-up training that they will have, and they periodically run them. And the offer is for any of the attendees at MX24, you get that one free session. See if this is something that you guys want to invest in your own business, if it makes sense. Sandler Peak Sales Performance, those guys are really good. We might have them at a show coming up in the future, the way it went so well.
Yep, I definitely agree. Yeah, thank you guys for attending that training, for sure.
So we've talked a little bit about Mobile Expo 2024, and for those of you guys that attended, there is a survey out. Emails went out earlier this week. I believe it went out on Monday. We're looking for some feedback from you. I've already read through about I think we've got about two dozen responses so far. Guys, it was great feedback. It just helps us kind of get an idea of where we went right, where we went wrong, because some things kind of did go wrong, and none of these events ever go off like perfect, right? There's always something that goes wrong or something that you can improve upon. So your feedback is truly appreciated. Go ahead and let us know, where'd we go right, where'd we go wrong. I think it's maybe 8 questions. It'll take you a total of 5 minutes, but the feedback is invaluable to us to help make our shows each year better and better and better, and just meet the needs and meet your expectations. So if you guys can, go ahead and go to the link that's, again, probably on the screen right now. If not, we will send you We definitely sent you an email on Monday, and we will send out a follow-up email one more time just to get as much of your feedback as humanly possible. So, boy, I've been going a while, Joe.
You have. This is your show.
This is the longest I've talked in like months.
Yeah.
I mean, I may have to go sleep for an hour after this.
Well, thank God we got a coffee. There are no monsters today.
No monsters, but I do have a big iced coffee. Joe wanted to make sure that I was alive today.
Yes, for sure.
So we've got, this time of the year, we mentioned it a little bit earlier, remote start season. It is remote start season now, guys. I know that when I walked in this morning, or as I look outside, I think it's going to be in the 60s, so it's a little warmish now. But when I got up this morning, it was in the 40s. It was 45 degrees. And it's fall. I mean, we drive down 95 and then consequently come up 91. You can see the changing colors. I'm in the southern end of Connecticut, so some of our guys that are up in like New Hampshire and Maine. I know I've talked to Nate up in Maine, and he's had colors. He's had probably peak colors already. He might be going on the back half of the whole autumn spectrum. It's getting there. It's going to be cold, guys. It is remote start season. Now's the time to lock yourself into a remote start program with GoFast. We've got, Joe, this year we ended up having deals that have the program that we put together is a program that will give guys the right pricing, get the product to them when they need it, not to have their place all stuffed with product, but order it as they need it. We're all 1 day away from 95% of our entire footprint. So, guys, let GoFast be that warehouse for you. You're still going to get the deepest price available for your First Tech product, and those are the brands in New England. Those are CompuStar, Arctic Start, New Start. In the New York market, we're the New Start distributor. Guys, you guys want to make sure that you get in on this program. You're going to make sure that you have product, make sure you have the product at the right price. We protect you. We have a part of the Remote Start program, Joe, is a guaranteed opening order. In other words, if you place your order and we just have a horrifically warm winter, we don't expect that, we don't hope that, but what if we have a really horrifically warm winter and you buy all this product,
you got nothing to,
and it's just you just don't sell it because it was so warm. Well, at GoFast, with the GoFast program, you'll have until December 31st to make that decision. Geez, it's super warm. Return what you've ordered. We will take that back and give you credit to buy anything that makes sense for your business at that time. It might be marine product at that point.
Yep.
It might be you might be getting ready for audio season for the next year. Maybe it's window film. Doesn't matter. It could be detailing products. Yes. Doesn't matter. If you're buying in on the Remote Start program with GoFast, you have that opening or worry-free opening order. Don't have to worry. You committed early for a big amount of product, because if it doesn't sell December 31st, call your GoFast sales rep. Say, hey guys, I need to return this stuff. It was a warm winter. Let's go ahead and just return that and turn that into other product. You can only do that with a program from GoFast, right?
Yes, and I actually read that portion of it when we burned through about 6 ink cartridges in the office. We printed about 400, 500 papers that day. But yeah, so
you read through it.
Yeah, I read through it. Yeah, I did read that
ink.
part. Yeah, you'd figure I would just read through all of it by the time I could have read through all of it by the time everything else finished printing. But we're all stocked back up on ink, and the Remote Start program is rocking and rolling.
Remote Start program, besides the worry-free opening order, there's a hassle-free warranty. Any of the products that you have that are defective, you can return them to GoFast. We give you credit or exchange. Beyond that, we've got a POP pack. So if you're buying in the Remote Start program from GoFast, look for a POP pack to come with your opening order. We're talking about a hoodie, talking about some of the trifold stuff to hand out to customers. We're into panel pullers that from CompuStar. There was a XC LTE foam board for countertop, and I think there was something else that we also offered. Oh, while supplies last, we still have the drone knee boards that are part of the POP package. So, yes. Guys, this is as supplies last. So make sure that you get your orders in early. Lock in your GoFast Remote Start program. Get your opening order. Get ready for Remote Start season, because as much as we talk about the hassle-free opening order or the worry-free opening order, we're expecting cold, right? We're expecting some cold. We're expecting there to be a lot of remote start business to be done. You guys are going to want to get in on this program. Call your Go Fast sales rep. He's got all your numbers from 2022, 2023 to help you decide what's the right amount to order, right? Because if we look at a remote start program and you're going to figure out how many remote starts do you need? Well, how many do you need? How would you know? Well, if we take the data that we've had from 22, 23, you kind of get that feel. This is what you've done with the Go Fast over the last couple of years for the season. And then as a small business owner, you'll know pretty much this is what I've been buying. This will be fair to put in that opening order. I know that I'm going to buy just what I need. And then, of course, if there's a great season and you need more, well, guess what? You're in the program. Go Fast has you covered for the entire season. Lots of details with the Remote Start program. You certainly want to get a hold of your Go Fast sales rep. He has all the details for your company and your business specifically. A program tailored specifically for your business. Give your Go Fast sales rep a call.
Let's talk about some awards voting, shall we?
Yes, Joe. Joe, you know that we are the reigning 2024
champs.
Champs. Yeah. Distributor of the Year, yes, for Mobile Electronics Association. And voting is now open.
It is. And you know who to vote for.
Who are we going to vote for this year, Joe?
We're going to vote for Go Fast.
Vote for Go Fast as the Distributor of the Year. Also, our boy Johnny. Remember Johnny, the guy that's in Aruba, that's sitting around probably wearing a Speedo right now.
Scaring people
scaring people at the beach. Yeah. He's up for Sales Rep of the Year. You know, Johnny is the two-time, of course, he didn't win it last year, but he has won that award 2 times, 2 years, I think 22 and 23 consecutively. Let's give Johnny some support. We all know, we all love John. Give him some support, please. Go to your, I believe there's, again, a link up on the screen or a QR code up on the screen. Go to the voting. Make sure that you're voting for Johnny for Sales Rep and Distributor of the Year. Your guys over at Go Fast Solutions. We appreciate your support. Thank you for all your help for getting us elected as the 2024 Distributor of the Year. Guys, help us do it one more year. Let's do it back-to-back, the 2025 Distributor of the Year. Put in those votes. Vote for Johnny. Vote for Go Fast. We need your support, guys. It's time to get out and make that and vote.
And when did they announce the winner for that? It's February, right?
That's done. The announcement for winners is done in Knowledge Fest in Las Vegas in February.
Okay.
I believe that's exactly right.
I knew a thing or two.
You do know a thing or two.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, that's a lot of housekeeping. A lot of housekeeping that we just did.
We got one more thing to talk about.
And that's our brand of the week.
As you guys can see in front of you, Meguiar's. Now, Meguiar's has been such a big supporter of Go Fast for all of our shows. They were there at this year's show. They've done some trainings in the past at a lot of our shows. Bringing that big hood in there and demoing and stuff like that. But Meguiar's definitely happy to have them on board with Go Fast for a couple years now. Such a wide variety of products, as you can see going through the warehouse. Meguiar's takes up a bunch of room. Meguiar's so many products to offer, and we are running some sales on some Meguiar's. So
you know what's super cool about a brand like Meguiar's? I think that there's for the Go Fast customer. Not every customer is made the same. Not every customer specializes in the same things. Meguiar's offers kind of like a 2-pronged approach to sales. One, there's naturally, right, the detailer that's into doing detailing. He's going to order some of these bigger bottles, yep, right, because he's buying in bulk. He's doing the actual detailing. He's selling it as a service. And Meguiar's has you covered for all of that. Go Fast will stock some of the larger containers for the value conscious purchase, right? You buy bigger, you're buying it cheaper, and you're able to do more jobs with it. And Go Fast supports that customer to as far as they need to go. But the flip side to it is not every 12-volt guy or not every Go Fast customer does a big amount of detailing. What about that customer? And I see this so many times when I go to stores, Joe. I'll go to stores and I'm visiting stores, and when you get to the counter at a 12-volt shop, I'll see sometimes harnesses and kits, which are great. Everybody, you need harnesses, you need kits for this business. The challenge, or the thing that I find challenging, is When I'm up at the counter and I'm taking the money from my customer, or the customer's paying for their product, that's not an impulse item that a customer is going to want to buy, right? If he's there doing it, having an installation done, an impulse item for him is not going to be
Something
a dash
he already
kit.
has something he already needs
Right.
or is getting installed.
Right, he's gonna. That's product that really they need for the installation side to customize the radio for your particular vehicle. What a lot of them don't have is that tchotchke item that you're at the counter that is available or open to almost anybody. Right, so stuff like the headlight restoration kit and some of these items make excellent impulse buys. Put them up on your counter, something that they can just purchase and go, and that's that second opportunity. So if you're not a full boat detailer and you're not washing cars and you're not getting inside vacuuming vehicles, but you're working on vehicles, this is a great setup. I mean, here you'll have the interior wipes. Who doesn't have wipes? My wife has wipes for everything, except for cleaning the inside of the car because she hasn't seen this yet from Meguiar's. But wipes inside your vehicle, just wipe it down for as you're kind of in that in between detail phase. The headlight restoration kit, I go back to it so many times because we've done a couple of these live demonstrations. We did one here over the summer.
I think it was back in May. Yeah.
Right. Was it May?
Yep.
We came in and one of the fellows in our warehouse. We saw his vehicle and his headlights were the worst in the parking lot, and we asked him to bring his car in. And I believe we had.
Wasn't it your car?
No, my car was the second worst.
Ah.
I'm over here when we get to this part about washing the vehicles. Like never wash. That's when we get to my car.
So we'll
but
wait.
in his car, his headlights were like. It's like they'd been smoking a pack of cigarettes for 16 years. It was
disgusting.
Great, dinged out. And on one side, we had the fellow from Meguiar's came. He did the right side headlight, but then he gave what's the fella in our warehouse? What's his name with the afro?
Manny.
We had Manny do the other side after just 5 minutes of training. No power tools, just the gloves to keep your hands clean. I believe they had to do a small sanding and then do the applique, and his side came out just as good as the Meguiar side. So it's something that a consumer can definitely take one of these kits, bring it home, have a great experience, and you just have it on your counter, selling it over the counter 1, 2, 3.
For sure.
So that's, I think, part of what's really great about Meguiar's. Meguiar's is one of those names that's well known.
It's a known brand. I mean, people in the outside world or even detailers, everyone's heard of Meguiar's, right?
Certainly, everybody's heard of Meguiar's, and they've got a huge lineup. And we've got GoFast has again, we're there to service the actual detailer who that's all he does day in and day out. To the guy that maybe dabbles in it. There's some guys that'll do. I believe it was my friend over at Sound Design, Richie from Sound Design in the Bronx. He taught me this once when I was working for another company. When cars would come in. He has a full-time detailer, but what he would do is if you came in for a radio or a pair of speakers or a remote start, when they finished the job, they did a light detail. So it kind of vacuumed up the car, wiped it down with some product, put in an air freshener, gave you your car back, and the experience was most customers bring you their car and then they get it back. It's usually in the same condition. Sometimes it's even worse. There might be cut wires on the floor that the installer was working on. There might be an owner's manual. He'd make sure once the car was done, everything's white, everything is vacuumed up, everything is clean, wiped down. Maybe some an air freshener in the vehicle. That customer, no matter what he came in for, he gets his car back better than when he brought it. Great experience, and it also led to like greater sales. So was it the customers came in and says, "Got our radio done or speakers done?" I go, "Wow, I didn't know you did detailing." And certainly the car was detailed, and that just built for more business for him. So lots of ways to make money with Meguiar's. Do you guys know every week Johnny typically will do some of the details on what the units do, kind of more of the technical side. I always kind of like to look at the financial side. How does this, bringing this into your business, how does it create more value for you, your company, your families, right? And that's what McGuire's brings. It's just another revenue stream that you may not be using today. And some of this stuff is just you're just a silent sales guy. Something like this sitting on your shelf, silent salesperson. And it's going to be, and the retail part of this is going to be, and some of them are going to be 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. So not high ticket items, stuff that will just flip.
Yeah,
this
is on sale for $16.95 this week.
$16.95. Joe actually told you one of the sale prices. So guys, if you haven't already checked your inbox, check your inbox. There's a special from Meguiar's. I think, Joe, you put the specials together this week, right?
Yep.
It was a kind of a wide assortment of things. Some of the headlight stuff. I saw some of the tire cleaner.
Yeah, all in general, you're saving mostly 15% off on Meguiar's products this week. And like Bob was talking about, we are focusing on the headlight coatings because it's that time of year. Like the temperature's turning, you kind of get that fog and that residue behind your headlights and stuff like that. Why not clean them up?
Clean them up. It's getting dark earlier.
Yep.
You certainly want to be able to see
be
better.
Able to see for sure.
Right.
In a month, we're gonna be leaving the office here. It's gonna be pitch black out. So it's that time of year to start thinking about that and getting your headlights up to par.
Certainly, you certainly want to do that. And for those of you guys that are boats are coming out of the water as we start to get colder. Bikes are gonna get put in the garage and start to get put away as it starts to get colder. Perfect time for customers to start to detail, get that car or get that boat, get that bike ready for the marine wax. As we talk about that, Joe.
Clean your boat before storing it away for the winter. We are offering it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, I think we've almost gone through the entire list. We do have a quick interview that we did at Mobile Expo 2024. It was with Luis. Luis had done the. He had come down to Hicksville in the early part, I believe it was April, and he had done that same training that Joe was just talking about. Joe was talking about he brought a big hood he got it at the junkyard. This thing looked awful. It looked like it was from hunger.
And he shined it right up.
We had about 50 people attend our grand opening Hicksville. And Luis did a fantastic job there. He also, at Mobile Expo 2024, had a couple of the headlights, and I think he was actually showing kind of the headlight restoration in the booth. Luis is a great guy. I've interviewed him real quick to talk to him a little bit about what Meguiar's offers for our customers here as we go into the holiday selling season, and he had some interesting remarks. So why don't we flip on over to that and kind of catch that, and Johnny will be back next week with me, and Johnny will be back next week, and we'll do this all again next week on Wednesday. Guys, thank you for your support. Don't forget www.gofst.com. Check us out. Call your Go Fast sales rep. If you've heard anything that sounds of value here this morning, call your Go Fast sales rep. They've got all the details. We love you guys. Speak to you soon.
Enjoy the week.
Mobile Expo 2024. It's Bob Hernandez in the Meguiar's booth. I'm here with my boy Luis. Luis. Bob, this is the second time that we've done a show.
That's it.
This is our bigger show. I wanted to see, what are your thoughts? How did this turn out versus what you did with it before? Crazy, right? Your booth has been busy.
Yeah, it's been busy. A lot of questions. Everybody wants to know how they can be more profitable in this business, and I think Meguiar's can do it all.
So we come into Q4. Traditionally in our business, there's the remote start, there's protect your vehicle, but Q4 is a huge business for detailing. What does my customer need to know about Meguiar's in 2024?
There's always a opportunity with Meguiar's, starting with everybody that is taking their vehicles for remote start, for window tinting. Not only do we offer the ceramic coating that they could upsell, but I've gotten a lot of questions about the headlight restoration, and that is phenomenal.
We did a training in our shop. One of the other guys did it. You did it at the Hicksville grand opening.
Yes, we did.
It is night and day. You literally take this dingy motor of a Marlboro smoke-looking headlamp, and you turn it clear.
Yep.
And we had one of our guys in the warehouse had no experience, not a detailer.
Correct.
His headlights looked like awful.
Yep.
And our guy, the Meguiar's guy, did the one side. Our guy did the second side. They were both identical, and it was sparkling. great stuff, great demonstration. And I think things like that are things that our customer needs for this Q4.
Definitely. I think coming with the winter, this is something that we look forward to doing. No tools required. Anybody could do it, like you said. Friendly user. Same thing with the ceramic. Your polishers. I mean, there's a big opportunity for all these guys to be profitable. And like I said, we offer the training, and we're going to be there when they need us.
That's it. Well, Luis, you guys have been about a couple of years now, but you guys have already proven that you guys are A supporters.
Thank you.
And we appreciate your support.
Same.
We'll see you again.
All right. Perfect.